Here is my Corvette. Well, it was my Corvette until I started the trade-up challenge. Bright red, just like my truck. This toy car lit a spark in me. It reignited a teenage dream I had of buying my own Corvette one day. A teenage dream that was lit up by jealousy. I worked hard to get my car I had when I was a teenager, and I put a lot of money into it, just making it look decent. I was at Bank of America one time doing something at the ATM and a Corvette pulled up. Some young punk got out. Somebody younger than me. I could tell he'd never worked a day in his life, and he was driving a Corvette. While I was still proud of my car that I worked so hard for, I know that kid was feeling like he was something specialer than me. So at that time, about 20 years ago, I set a goal. I'd buy my own Corvette, and I'd do it with my own hard work. I remembered that dream a few years back, but I never acted on it. Then literally, looking through somebody's old eviction stuff, I found this toy Corvette, and it didn't seem like garbage to me. I'm always going to recycle something that has a purpose. I've been watching the Trade Up Challenge, by ConnorTv and Faze. Their goal was to trade a penny up to a Tesla. I didn't really see the significance between the penny or the Tesla, but the significance this toy Corvette had as being somebody's trash and another man's treasure. And my teenage dream of owning my own Corvette just seemed to align perfectly. First, they ignore you. I admit, I almost didn't have the courage to do it. Then they laugh at you. I just needed to use my video game logic. Everyone worse than me is a noob, and everyone better than me has no life. And when things get hard, that's when you level up. And Michael taught me this. The other Michael. Nope, Michael Scott. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. This is not a game. You don't respawn when you die. So let's have some fun getting serious. We found our dream car. It couldn't be this easy. I needed a reminder every day, so I set my background screen on my phone as this toy car, next to my red truck. This will be the last video I take of that red toy car. I needed to snap a couple photos. This one and this other one on my freezer, to post on Facebook Marketplace. I needed a good picture that would show my intentions, so with my Pixel Lab skills that I make thumbnails with, I decided to make it look like this. And I left it with a question. Want to trade my model Corvette for something? The next few days, the spammers ensued. Can I pay you with Zelle? My brother will pick it up later. Can you call me on this number? Is this item still available? What's your phone number?
55522132.
That is not your number.
Wait. 55551234.
Do not fall for this. These guys are fishing for your information. Communicate as much as you can on Facebook, and you can quickly tell the difference from a scammer and somebody who organically wants to trade with you. And then there's the organic people that are like, WTF? Or I'll trade you a old piece of chewing gum, clearly disregarding my intentions to trade up for a good cause. Oh, I left the good cause part out of the beginning of this video. Yeah, so I don't really need money. I don't need vehicles, I have 4 of them. This is really all about the interactions I create, and I want to help as many people as possible in the process. You'll see later in the video. Finally, a legitimate offer, a box full of old Tootsie cars. Then a nice fishing rod that they never used. So I asked for a picture in both cases that never came. Finally, a legitimate looking message. I'll get into town Wednesdays. I'll hit you up and see where you're at in the trades. I always have great barter items. Just like he said, he kept his word. Look at that damn trade up. That bicycle's in really nice condition. It can definitely be reused. It was a privilege getting to meet Teddy. This guy does so much good service. Somehow I deleted the video of our first interaction. But look right there, that man's a fucking legend. Alright. Man, look at that. That is really nice.
Put the tire back on.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So, it had a flat tire, but knowing some shit will fix that real quick. Yeah, I can do that. I can put the tube on and tie it back on. I know somebody's going to want this bike for sure.
Somebody should definitely trade up for us.
Yeah, big head start, man. I appreciate it. Heck yeah. I just got to figure out how to put it in my car. Yeah, that ships. Right the next day I went to Walmart and got a tube patch kit for $2.84. Real small tear, this can easily be patched. That's where this tire patch kit comes in handy. Right up. Try again. Also, if you notice, the tire doesn't spin freely, so it's not quite centered. And what that comes down to is some of these spokes aren't really tight. And you have to balance your tires. These are adjustable, actual threads on this tire here, and those spokes can be tightened up to pull the tire left or right. So we're going to center that tire back up and make it rise. The back tire spins nicely. It's not wobbling, and it's not hitting the brake or anything, so this tire is good.
The newspaper because it moves so smooth. I glide like ice skaters. I'm riding on my bike.
Now I just have to post the bicycle online to see if anybody out there wants to make a trade for it.
Features on this bike are the rack.
This is actually a suspension seat, so it goes down and up. There's the front suspension. It's got the street tires, so it handles really nicely on the streets. Aluminum pedals. Female frame, obviously. It's a, let's see, 8x3, so that makes it a 28 speed. 24. Don't judge me, I never said I was a mathematician.
A 200 speed.
I posted this exact video on Facebook, and of course the spammers ensued. But I didn't have nearly as many comedians trying to trade me for bubblegum and 10mm sockets. This time I was actually looking for items that people may consider a fair trade. Something close in value, or something that somebody may not see the value in anymore. I even convinced one person to trade me this boat and motor for it. I checked my inbox, and Teddy sent me this awesome image of his new Corvette in his garage. I've had the bike for around 3 days now, and I get a message from a kind-hearted person. A single mom that works from a hotel with no friends, no cars, and this would be her only means of transportation. This created a little bit of a dilemma. We're only one trade into the trade-up series. I haven't even come close to reaching that Corvette I dream of. I really don't want to take any items from a person that's in need, so donating it seems like the only thing. A message comes back from one of the 30 other people I messaged saying, I'd make a trade with you, and honestly, you could just have it. I don't even want the bicycle. It turns out Caden had been doing similar things to me for a long time. He was only 16, and he acquired quite a few different motor vehicles, and he was working on a new trade-up. So we made it over here to Caden's house, and Caden was willing to do a donation for the cause. He's getting ready to do a trade-up himself. What are you trading for?
For sport bike.
Sports bike.
The Yamaha FC.
It's a nice bike. Thank y'all. Thank you so much. Yep. Thanks. Nice meeting y'all. So,
All right, so now we made it all the way up to this ATV frame. The tires look pretty good. I mean, the condition is pretty poor. I don't even know if this is restorable. And he wanted to go ahead and throw the motor in. There's only one problem. As you can see, we still have the bicycle. We're going to make a donation. Found somebody who needed it, and we just want to give it to them as a contribution, part of the trade-up series, to try to do as much good as we possibly can, and eventually achieving something of greater value than the original toy car that I started with. So let's donate this bike, and then we'll work on trading up that for. I sent out a message. Do you still have a need for this bicycle? Sorry, I've been real busy. Yes, ma'am. Okay, I'll bring it by. It was a 40-minute ride, and I snapped this picture and sent it to her. The smile that put on her face made my day. It made the trip worth it. It made the trade-up series absolutely awesome. I truly hope this bicycle is of great use to her, and as many good things as we can do, that's what we plan to do. As she walked off with the new bicycle, it just left me questioning, where do we go from here? All right, so now we've made